Hey, how y'all doing out there? Back at you again with another video. First, I'd like to say Happy New Year's to everyone, especially my subscribers. Happy New Year, you guys. All right, I'd like to do my unboxing of the Asus ROG 2. Now, you could pick this up at eBay or Amazon. The price for this particular variant for me was $623, and I got it off of Amazon.com. All right, now, just based on the specs of this device is a beast. Now, of course, we'll have to test it and see if the specs on paper, are similar to the actual experience you get with the device. We'll see. All right, let's start off with the build. We have Gorilla Glass 6 on the front. Of course, this phone has an aluminum frame on the rear. It comes with dual SIM slots. Fortunately, no expandable memory. It does come with an AMOLED display. The size of the phone is a 6.5-inch display with the 80.3% screen to body ratio. It has a resolution of 1080 by 2340, 19.59 ratio, 391 pixels per square inch. It also has HDR10 and 120 hertz display. Think about that, 120 hertz. Now, now the 90 hertz is the big thing out there. People always talking about 90 hertz, and it's so smooth, it's so fast, it's so this, it's so that. And now you have this device here with 120 hertz display. So I'm curious to see how much smoother this device runs. Now, for me, in my testing, when I had the Pixel 4 XL 90 hertz display, I also had the OnePlus 7 Pro 90 hertz display. And I'm going to tell you, I really didn't notice that much of a difference except when scrolling. Honestly, I know a lot of reviewers out there make a big deal over a 90 hertz display, saying once you go 90 hertz, you can't go back to 60 hertz. Well, that's their opinion, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion, their own experience. But based on my experience, it's not that much of a difference in my experience, except for when you're scrolling. Other than that, I don't see that big of a difference, honestly. I just don't. So for me, going from 90 to 60 is not a big deal at all. But this phone here has 120. Now, from what I'm told, you can do 60 hertz, 90 hertz, or 120 hertz, which is pretty impressive. So if you don't want to use 120 hertz and you're more concerned about saving battery, then you could take it all the way down to 60 hertz if you like. All right, let's continue. This phone is running Android 9.0 Pie with the ROG UI on top. It has the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 Plus. I'll say again, the Snapdragon 855 Plus. It has an octa-core processor with an Adreno 640 GPU. So that's impressive. That means top of the line right here. Flagship specs right here. All right. Internal memory comes with 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage. No expandable memory. Now, it does have 3 more variants. You can also get this phone at 256 gigs of internal memory with 12 gigs of RAM. Also 512 gigs of internal memory with 12 gigs of RAM. And also 1 terabyte of internal memory with 12 gigs of RAM. So they give you quite a few choices. Now, if I had to choose out of all of these, I'd pick the 1 terabyte because I'm just greedy like that. I just need that kind of storage. All right, let's look at the cameras. You have dual cameras on the rear and 1 selfie camera on the front. The first one is a 48 megapixel f1.8, which is wide. And you have a 13 megapixel f2.4, which is ultra wide. Features LED flash, HDR, panorama. You could also shoot in 30 or 60 frames per second. With the selfie, you have a 24 megapixel f2.2 aperture. You have panorama, HDR, and you can shoot at 1080p at 30 frames per second. This phone also comes with dual stereo speakers that features DTS-X stereo. And each speaker has a dedicated amplifier. So that's just telling you right here that these speakers are supposed to knock you off your socks. This phone also comes with something I love, a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. That's what I'm talking about. 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. I love that. With a 24-bit audio, active noise cancellation with dedicated mics. All right. Next thing. This phone also comes with Bluetooth 5.0. It comes with NFC and also FM radio. This phone also comes with a USB Type-C reversible connector. It comes with a fingerprint sensor built under the display, an optical fingerprint sensor underneath the display. That's impressive, y'all. Think about that. And think about that price I told you, $623 for all of this so far. All right, next thing. Now, this one is unbelievable. This phone comes with a non-removable 6,000 milliamp battery. I'll say that again. A non-removable 6,000 milliamp battery. Now, this phone comes with a headphone jack with a 6,000 milliamp battery for Samsung to say that they couldn't put a headphone jack in their phone because they didn't have room because they put a bigger battery in there. As you know, now you can see this is complete nonsense because this screen is not even as big as the Note. This screen is less than 6.6. The Note is 6.8 with the S Pen. So you mean to tell me you can fit an S Pen, but you can't fit a small 3.5 millimeter headphone jack? And this one has a 6,000 milliamp battery and has a headphone jack? Come on, Samsung. Y'all need to stop. This phone also features 30-watt fast charging, quick charge 4.0. 30-watt fast charging. It also features reverse charging, 10-watt reverse charging, which I believe that's on the side of the device. So think about that. All that you're getting for $623. Now, mind you, this is the smallest variant. 8 gigs, 128 gigs of storage. Now, of course, for the bigger models, you're going to pay a little bit more. I believe I've seen the 12 gig, 512 internal memory for $899, but that's still a great buy. It really is. So that's impressive. So let's open it up and see what's in the box. I already took the plastic off just to save some time. All right. Asus ROG 2. And I've been hearing a lot about this device. Let's see what's in here. Okay, you have your SIM ejection tool right out here. You get a case. I like that. To me, anything over $200, you should get a case. Because like I said, I reviewed 3 $200 devices that all had cases. Okay, got a little hard shell case. Doesn't protect every part of the phone, like not really, well, the top, but not really the bottom or the sides too much. But it's better than having nothing. So I like that. All right. Inside here, you just have your normal books and things like that nobody reads. All right. Here you have the device. I'm going to put that over here for the time being. Let's see what else we got in the box here. All right. We have our 30-watt charging brick, and this is huge. 30 watts. I like that. So the fact that it has such a big battery, you need something huge, as far as wattage, to charge this baby up as fast as possible. So I like that. And here you have your USB Type-C charging cable for the charger, for the charging brick. Okay. Let's see if we got anything else in here. Okay, that's empty. And that's empty. Okay. Now, for me, unfortunately, there's no headphones. Now, to me, that's pretty disappointing, is that you put so much technology in this phone, you packed it with so much stuff, but you didn't put any headphones. And you have a headphone jack. Now, like I said, $200 devices all having headphones. There definitely should be headphones in this box. That's the only thing, to me, they dropped the ball on. Please, Asus, put some headphones in here. They don't have to be super expensive, but you should definitely put some headphones in here. With all of this other stuff you gave us, give us a pair of headphones. That's not gonna it's not gonna kill you. All right. So let's get to the part that everybody wants to see. Set this stuff up here. All right. Let's open up. Take this plastic off the phone. All right. Now I will say, this thing has some nice heft and weight to it. This is it. So you have your dual cameras back here. I believe you have your lighting when you're playing games. You have your vent, because this is a gaming phone. So for those people that love playing games on their phone, this is supposed to be the ultimate gaming phone. You have these vents to keep the phone cool when you're playing graphic intensive games. Now, I'm not a gamer. I'm just not. However, I did want to check this phone out. I don't play games on my phones at all, but I guess I will have to so I can test this out to see what it does. But so far, I love the build quality. It's very, now this is not no light phone. For those of you that's looking for a really lightweight phone, this is not it. This phone has some nice heft to it, but it feels good. It feels good. So you have your one speaker up there. You have your one speaker down there. Of course, you have your 24 megapixel camera there. You have your power button right here. Now, I like where they put this power button. Look how low that power button is, right? I mean, right, you hold the phone like this, the power button's right here where your thumb is going to rest. It's not way up here like, unfortunately, Samsung and some other companies put it. Your power button should never be up there. Everybody doesn't have really big hands. My hands are like large to medium to large, and this is just perfect. And I like the fact that the volume up and down rockers are right above the power button, not the power button above the volume rockers. That makes no sense. Put the power button here, because most people, once they set their volume, it's going to be set for the most part anyway. So why not put the power button here? This is where it should be. And this is looking at you, Samsung. The power button is on the right-hand side where it should be. I'm not hating on lefties, but this is where that power button should be, right on the right side where it belongs. Okay? So let me see what else we got over here. I can see. Oh, it's another port here where you can plug your phone in, and you can also charge somebody else's device if they need juice. And over here, let me see, what is that? Now, I can't remember at the moment what this button is, but when I do my full review, then I'll definitely let you know what it is, okay? All right, down here you have your USB type port, Type-C port, and you have your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Love that. And you got a microphone. On the top, there's just clean. And of course, I believe the where you put the SIM is, I think, I can't see it. Yeah, it's on this side at the bottom here, right down here. All right, but once again, y'all, this is the Asus ROG 2. Now, this phone, based on the specs, looks like an absolute monster. And for that price, it's ridiculous that this thing is this cheap with all of these great, awesome specs. And I read off a whole lot of stuff. $623, y'all, for this. Like, if for those that don't really need tons and tons of storage, this is a perfect price point and a perfect device for you. But if you need more storage, of course, like I said, they have the 256 variant, the 512 variant, and the 1 terabyte variant. And all of those have 12 gigs of RAM. This one has 8 gigs of RAM, which is not bad. Forgot to take this plastic off. Sorry about that. So, not the prettiest design, but I like it. I mean, I don't have an issue with the way this looks. It's very, very unique. You know, I like this. You know, if you're just looking for a gaming phone to do what you needed to do, and also it's probably going to be a good, probably going to be a just good phone overall. No, not just for gaming, but just to look at media content, to listen to music, you know, with those speakers and how big this display is, you're going to enjoy watching media content on this device. So just for a regular phone and a gaming phone, you have 2-in-1. So I would say maybe check this out. You might want to check this out. But I'm going to tell you right now, the build quality is excellent. This is solid. This is not cheap at all. With that metal build and the Gorilla Glass 6 on the front. And look, even though this phone has dual front-facing speakers, look how small those bezels are. They're not even that big. And you got Pixel 4 XL. It's not even using front-facing speakers, but that forehead on their phone is humongous. See, they could have easily put those front-facing speakers on their phone as well, but they chose not to do it. Now, I don't know why they chose to do that, but they could have still done it. All right, y'all. So basically, that's my unboxing of the Asus ROG 2. Now, like I said, you could pick this up. You can pick this up at eBay or Amazon. And the price for this particular model, $623, of course, plus tax. So you're still looking at maybe, I say what all said and done, I don't know, maybe $640 maybe. But that's still dirt cheap for all you're getting. You're getting a whole lot. Think about the in-display fingerprint sensor. You're getting a good amount of RAM, good amount of storage. You're getting dual stereo speakers. The only thing it's missing that I know, no expandable memory, no wireless charging. Oh, you're also getting an always-on display with this phone too. Always on display as well. Okay? No IP68 water and dust resistant. To me, those are the only three things that are missing from it. And you also can charge somebody else's device up with this device. And I like that. All right, so thanks again for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you once again to my subscribers. And I'm going to test this phone and see what it does. And I'll get back to you and let you know what I think of it. I may do after 24 hours, let you know how it is. And then I'll do my full review after a lot more testing of the device. I'm going to test the cameras, test the battery, of course, test how it holds up with graphic intensive games. You know, if it heats up or anything like that, I'll let you know all that stuff. All right, so I'll get back to you guys soon. Y'all take care. Peace.